What is up, cool kids? My name's Gavin, I'm that cool trainer, and welcome to the testing for our rain team on Pokemon Showdown. If you're excited, smash that thumbs up down below. So we see what looks to be a Trick Room team. So I'm liking... I'm liking Shiinotic. So I can put that Mimikyu to sleep. Oh, hello, J King 12. I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm gonna leave Politoed, Shiinotic. Do I like Coco here? Not really. I do like Tentacruel, and I think I will bring Coco. Just for the Araquanid and the, yeah, the Araquanid and the Toucannon. So I'm going to Scald the Decidueye, and I'm going to Spore the Mimikyu. Because I don't think... It Thunder Waves. That's an interesting choice. Okay. Do I get the burn? No. But we do put the Mimikyu to sleep, so that's pretty nice. So, and you have to recharge next turn. So I think I'm going to Scald the Mimikyu and switch for... I really don't like Shiinotic being paralyzed. Yeah, we're going to Leech Seed the Mimikyu. So, can't get the burn, obviously. But we break the thing. So that's pretty nice. So I'm going to Protect with Politoed this turn. And I'm going to double Protect, actually. Because there's no reason not to. Actually, that burns a turn of sleep. So I'm going to Protect Politoed. I'm going to Moonblast Mimikyu. Because Shiinotic's not really in any danger right now. And just to be salty this guy, I'm going to say go. Spirit Shackle. I don't care. Moonblast. Decent damage, not bad. So what did he do last time? He Spirit Shackled Shiinotic. Politoed served his usefulness. I think I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to Scald the Decidueye, try and pick up a burn, and Protect Shiinotic, get some HP back. That's fine. Brave Bird. So we do see that it knows the Brave Bird. So we'll go to Tentacruel. We're going to be the fastest thing in the field. So we're going to Ice Beam Decidueye. Did I protect that turn? I did. I'm going to Moonblast Mimikyu again. Does not kill. That's a bulky Decidueye. So Mimikyu gets Thunderbolt. Interesting. Yeah, see, that won't kill. Decidueye goes down, though. Very nice. We get Rain Dish, we get Leftovers, and we get Leech Seed. So I'm going to Protect. Ooh, the Araquanid. Bad choice, my friend. So we're going to Sludge Bomb. Tentacruel did go first, so I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Mimikyu. I'm going to Protect with Shiinotic. And we get the Paralysis. That stinks. Probably going to Stockpile. Bummer. Okay, well, Shiinotic gets good HP back. I believe, so you're 36 speed min. I am 30 speed? 31 speed. So, we are undersped by that, or, we were outsped by that, pretty easily. So I think we're going to Scald that, and I'm going to try and Spore the Araquanid. I wonder if he knows that Shell Trap only works for physical contact moves. Not really sure. But we're going to go for another Scald on the Turtonator and a Thunder on the Araquanid. Yep, goodbye. So, good game, friend. Good game. So we are at a cool... cool. 1129 rating. Oh no, that's what we were. We were at 1148. Hot dog. So pretty nice. It's nice to see Shinada get some runs in because it really didn't before. So we see some weird trick room with either the Espeon or the Nihilego as the setter. Not really sure what to make of that. But I think I'm going to lead Politoed Coco, like usual. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lead Coco and Salamence. Bring Politoed in the back, because if they lead their Torkoal, they'll get their weather up. And who do I like here? I think I like... actually, no. Between the Espeon and the Nihilego, I don't really like Buzzwole. And the Torkoal. So I think I'm going to bring Tentacruel. Yeah. Yep. So hopefully their best lead for me would be you and you. Because I get the Neg 1 attack on the Hariyama. That's what it is, Hariyama. I get the Neg 1 attack on the Hariyama. And then I can swap out Salamence for Politoed, get our weather up, and then Thunder the Torkoal so its Eruption will do actually nothing. Alright, Mocha 21. I get liking coffee, but like calling yourself, or maybe they're black. Who am I to know? Who am I to know? What I do know is that this person's taking forever. So what else could they lead? Maybe Nihilego Bulu? I really don't know. It's an interesting team. I like it. I like interesting stuff. Okay, so what are the possible leads here? Probably Salamence. Maybe a Salamence lead. Then do I think that's a physical or a special Salamence? I really don't know. Based on the team, at least for what I like to do, I like to have a good combination. Like, usually I like to try like 3 and 3 between special and physical attackers, or I like to have even amounts of physical and special attackers. So I would think, just based on my playstyle, that that's a physical Salamence. I don't really know, though. Maybe this person's not even paying attention. Maybe they just walked away from their computer. Or maybe they're just trolling me. I don't know. They have 30 seconds. Yeah, so I just got back from a nice Memorial Day weekend. There we go. So Espeon, Hariyama. So I was half right. So we can... What do I want to do to the Espeon? I think I'm going to Dazzling Gleam and Crunch on the Espeon. Because Dazzling Gleam will do a good amount of damage to the Hariyama, even though it's probably going to fake out one of us. And I believe between the Crunch and the Dazzling Gleam, the Espeon will die. So it fakes out the Salamence. That was the better pick. And do you Trick Room? You do. Why? That's arguably the worst way to play an Espeon. We're gonna Crunch the Espeon again. What? Because why not? So I don't think. Maybe I should have Thundered it. Yeah, I think that should have been the play. Because if that did that much, a Thunder easily would have killed. Maybe your Sash. I don't know. I don't know. Right. This person takes forever to do life, though. I mean, I get thinking out your moves, but come on now. You don't need to take a full... Okay, so you don't need to take that long. Especially on Showdown. Like, if we were in like an actual tournament, yeah, 100%. Take as much time as you need. We're playing on Showdown. And we're only in the 1100s ranking. Like, come on. Okay, well, not entirely sure what's going on here. Okay, so we know that is probably a thick, fat Hariyama based on the fact that it's not burned, and the sheer force didn't make Fake Out not flinch me. They got 20 seconds. See, maybe this person's really just trolling me, trying to get me to quit. I think that's what's happening. So Espeon's dead. That's nice. And that should kill the Hariyama. Nice. See. Okay, so we are going to hard swap both of them for the Politoed and the Tentacruel. Now, which one do I want to switch for which, first of all? I think I'm going to send Tentacruel in for Coco and Politoed for Salamence. Because I think it's going to go for a Poison-type move on Coco, and Tentacruel's going to eat that up. Is a Z-move Fire Z-move? If we're on Overdrive, that's going to do nothing. Good play, Gavin. And gets the unfortunate crit for me. So now we Scald the Nihilego, and I'm going to Perish Song, actually. Oh, no, I Scald the Torkoal, yeah, because I don't want Eruptions. Not that they're going to matter, realistically, but... Why did I say they only have 10 seconds left? Interesting. Use Protect, that's fine. Eruption, that's going to do nothing. Gets 2 crits in a row on Torkoal. Or on Tentacruel. So, we Perish Song. Doesn't really matter because Nihilego's probably going to die this turn. GG, friend. So we Scald. And we Scald. So Politoed, you Scald, and we get the burn on Fort. See, based on the fact that Tentacruel is slower, that's a max speed Nihilego. Why would you run a max speed Nihilego and a max speed Espeon on a Trick Room team? That's just bad team comp. Take lessons, folks. Take lessons. Machamp can be interesting. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lead Coco Salamence, bring Politoed, and Buzzwole. No, I know Buzzwole outspeeds Machamp. Outspeeds Torkoal. I don't know if it outspeeds Toucan or not. Toucan's base 60, so it does outspeed. So I'm liking Buzzwole here. Actually, no, I'm not. No. So, you, and probably Tentacruel again. Because between this, and this, and that, yeah, definitely not Buzzwole. So we'll go Tentacruel. Okay, so it's a good lead with Salamence. So I'm going to Thunder the Toucanon and switch in Politoed. I know it's dangerous switching in. No, I'm not. I'm going to. Why do I not have Protect on this? Oh, because I have. That's right. Because I have Assault Vest. So I'm going to Rock Slide. So Thunder the Toucanon, easily kill it. Or are they going to call that? I'm going to Thunder the Coco and Rock Slide. So, because I think he's either going to protect the Toucanon or switch in the Krook, which is what I would do. He doesn't. So look how much damage that does to their own Coco. It does huge damage. You see it's a Life Orb. So, and we land it on the Coco. He goes through Rock Blast, so that'll take out Salamence pretty easily. Even at -1. So we'll go with Tentacruel. Because I don't want to reveal the Politoed yet. So I believe we outspeed you. So you know what? I'm going to switch in Politoed and Scald the Krook. I will reveal the Politoed and set up the rain. Fluff. So they both protected. So I'm going to protect Politoed And I think I Scald again. Because unless you can't be Scarf because you use Protect. So your go speed is max 158. I am 162 speed, so I will outspeed. So I will Scald. No, I will Protect and I will Scald Krook. Because that might be enough to Oko. In the rain. Oh yeah, in the rain I definitely think it will. Unless you're AV. Or for some reason AV. Or wow, some reason you. So yeah, you're probably dead. Yes. So Scald did nothing. So yeah, we played this wrong. I shouldn't have sent out Politoed. That was a bad play. So I think we now Scald the Krook and we Scald the Torkoal and Dazzling Gleam. Because Specs Dazzling Gleam should be enough to take it out, and I obviously don't want to Thunder because it's now 50% accuracy in the sun. Yeah. So that's the game. I'm getting out of here. So we are... No. Oh, what are you doing? No. That's not a VGC team. What, Did we win the first two? Yeah, we did. So we are 2-1 today. Not a bad start. Hopefully we can get in 2 more games. I keep accidentally opening Microsoft Word, so it's next to the Showdown icon on my computer. Okay. So I'm liking... I'm going to lead Politoed Coco. Bring Tentacruel. Salamence? Or Buzzwole. I'm going to do Buzzwole this time. They led the Arcanine and their Coco. Interesting. So I think they'll switch out the Arcanine for their Garchomp. I'm going to Protect with Politoed so that we don't get killed by the Coco. And I'm going to... Do I Dazzling Gleam? Or do I try to get rid of their Coco? Am I real enough to call that switch? Because if I'm not... If they do... I'm Dazzling Gleam. That's a safe play. Okay. So, that's fine. Okay. I need to stop speeding up also. So we'll send in Tentacruel here. I'm going to Perish Song and I can't Scald. Yeah, I think we lose this one too, honestly. Ace Beam the Coco. We're talented here. I'm going to switch in Buzzwole and Protect. So I honestly think he's just going to let the Celesteela die. That was a pro play. That was one of the realest plays I've ever seen in my life. Scalds his own Celesteela to melt it. Wow, that's real. We're going to all-out pummel that Gastrodon. Because that Celesteela is not really a threat. Then we're going to Ice Beam it again. Sends out the Arcanine. He's real. Okay. How did that not kill? I mean, yeah, I was at neg 1, but oh my. Ugh, that's rough. Okay, so now he has to switch out the Gastrodon. So I'm going to... Oh, wait, he crit the Buzzwole as well. I'm going to Protect Buzzwole, and I have to switch out Tentacruel. So you know what? Yeah, I have to. Protect, Polytoad. Yep. So now I think I sack Buzzwole. So I'm gonna go for the Dynamic Punch on the Arcanine, just for funds. And I think my only chance is to Scald the Arcanine. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. So yep, we're done here. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Arcanine, and I'm going to... Yeah, Polytoad's useless against a Gastrodon. So that's also something to note on this team. There's no Grass-type move, which is kind of necessary to get rid of Gastrodons. So, we are now 2-2. So you could run Giga Drain on Shiinotic instead of Moonblast. You could run HP Grass on Koko instead. Other than that, I don't really see much else that you could really do. But we see Trick Room with Porygon 2 as the setter. So we're going to lead Buzzwole, and we're going to lead Shiinotic. And we're going to bring Tentacruel. Yeah, Tentacruel does pretty well against this team. Yep, so we're going to bring Tentacruel, and Salamence, I think, to deal with you a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So we lead Buzzwole to threaten out the Porygon 2. And we can Spore whatever comes in. So if they lead the Arcanine, that's a problem. So probably the worst case scenario lead for me is Arcanine and probably Muck. Because in that case I would have to protect Shiinotic and I'd probably switch, because we'd be at neg 1. This is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a really tough game. Arcanine, you would think Arcanine doesn't give this team a lot of problems, but like on its face, it doesn't really threaten anything. The team just the Intimidate, and because like when we have the Rain up, which we're not bringing this game, but Shiinotic and Buzzwole aren't weak to the Flare Blitz, but the Intimidate on the Buzzwole is just so huge when it comes to taking out the Muck or the Porygon. So I would think they would have to lead the Porygon and something. If I were them, I would lead the Arcanine to get the Intimidate off on the possible Buzzwole lead. That's what I would do. And then I would probably bring the best two that can take advantage of the Trick Room, which would be the Mudsdale and the Muck. That's me personally. God, my back is super itchy. Anyway, I think I started talking about this earlier. I just got back from a nice Memorial Day weekend in the mountains, so that was super nice. I got to see Abby. Yep. So we are going to protect Buzzwole and Spore the Porygon. So I think he's going to Flare Blitz the Buzzwole. Yikes. Okay, so that's why he did that. We're going to switch to our Salamence. Then we're going to switch out into our Tentacruel with you. We're going to Dragon Tail out the Porygon. Even AV that kills us. Wow, I played so poorly. This game is over, man. We're going to Scald the Muck, and we're going to all-out pummel the Porygon. So that might kill. At neg 1, that might kill it because he's only at 67%-ish. Yep. So we get back up to neutral, which is nice. So who do you send in now? Circuitry. Alright, so we're going to protect. We're going to... like we have to go for the dynamic punch. Like that's our only play. That okay, good. And we miss it. Crap. Okay, that did nothing. So we see that the circuitry is the fastest thing on the field. I think 162 speed. So we do outspeed it unless it's Scarf, but it can't be Scarf obviously because it just used the Z move. So I think my best chance right now is to go for the Sludge Bomb crit on the circuitry. And go for a dynamic punch on the Muk. Nope. So now it's going to get +1 special attack, and we lose. Oh, we land that dynamic punch. That's fine. Did it hurt Self Confusion? It did. So we lose here to whatever this does. Probably a Dazzling Gleam. Or it's the Thunderbolt, honestly. Either will do it. Yep. So we'll have time for one more. And as is usual with some of the losses on these teams, these are my errors. These aren't errors in the team. Like both those last two games, I've played pretty poorly. This game, hopefully, we can turn it around. So we see that they have their own weather setter. So I'm going to lead Coco, and what can scare that thing out? Probably the Buzzwole. I think Buzzwole scares it out pretty well. So I'm going to then bring Politoed in the back, and then what else is a problem for me? I'm going to bring Tentacruel just to show off how well it does against Lately. So if we get any kind of chip damage off on that Lately, it's dead. So I lead Gyarados, Persian. So unless this is Supersonic Sky Strike, Gyarados, Buzzwole's pretty safe here. I'm going to go for a nice Volt Switch on the Gyarados. And do I need that for anything else? You know what? I'm going to Leech Life the Persian. Fake Outs, that's fine. Earthquake? Substitute. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting turn of events right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to Volt Switch on the Gyarados. And we're going to... that's probably going to do whatever the move is. Boarding Shot. So you know what? I'm going to switch into Politoed. Because it's probably going to set up a Dragon Dance. And I'm going to Haze. So we Volt Switch into the Buzzwole, I think. It U-turns. Why? Why would you run U-turn over Parting Shot? How did we live that? That was in the rain. Okay. I'm going to Protect. And I'm going to... okay, that ruins my plan then, because I thought you were going to Dragon Dance right there. I'm going to Scald the Coco. That was not going to do too much to Politoed, yeah. Substitute again. So you know what? I'm going to screw it. I'm just going to Z-move the Coco, and I'm going to Parasong. Because I don't think the Gyarados is going to do all that much. Yeah. So we Parasong. So they're both going to die in 2 turns. So he's going to have to switch out the Gyarados eventually. So now we go with Coco. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam to get rid of the Coco and break the sub. And then I'm going to Scald the Gyarados. So we kill their Coco. Excellent. So we won the speed tie. That's nice. Aqua Tail, that's going to kill Coco. It's Moxie. I didn't even notice that it wasn't Intimidate. Okay, so I'm going to protect, and I'm going to Scald the Persian. So if I were him, I would fake out and double the Tentacruel, because Politoed's going to die anyway, because of the Perish Song. Or he might even switch out the Gyarados now, which would be fine by me. So it goes for Aqua Tail on Tentacruel. Interesting. What's the threat here? Probably still the Gyarados. And we do outspeed it. So I'm going to Sludge Bomb, because that will kill at this range. I'm going to Scald. Yeah, Sludge Bomb, Gyarados, Scald, Persian. So goodbye Gyarados. And goodbye Persian, I believe, as well. Cool. So, if it's the Lele, we lose. Alright. So it's bulky Lele. Interesting. Bulky Psychic Seed Lele. Huh. Interesting. So we Sludge Bomb. We have to hope for a crit. We don't get it, so how much time are we at? So that'll do for this episode. That's an unusual Lele set. That's not the typical. Like I said, if we had any kind of damage on that Lele, because we saw how much that did. That did 62 to 60. Like anyway, okay, rounds up to 63 to rounds up to 65, and that's with +1 Spadef. So if it had even been at 80 or probably even 90%, that would have killed it without the special D. So we are at a 1069 rating, not super great. But that was a pretty good battle. So, if you enjoyed this team as much as I, please like and or subscribe. Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. And follow me on Twitch and Twitter at ThatCoolTrainer. And until next time, smile later.